Hey everyone, Balthier here. Today I wanted to quickly condense all of the 5.1 livestream for you all to help keep you all up to date. So I'll be starting with a quick explanation of Xilonen's official kit, then I'll go over all of the new content and quality of life updates coming in 5.1. After that I'll discuss with you all of my opinions of who you should pull for this patch if you can't decide. Additionally, all the Primogem codes will be in the description for 300 total Primogems. So let's get into it. So Xilonen's official kit shows us that the 3 marks to the left of her Night Soul gauge are her samplers. These samplers will default to Geo and will change to Pyro, Hydro, Electro, or Cryo, depending on the element her other 3 teammates are. When she fills up her Night Soul gauge, she'll activate these samplers, shredding the corresponding element's resistance for 15 seconds. If these samplers are aligned with Geo, she'll deal more damage with her normal and plunge attacks, dealing Geo damage. However, she won't build up Night Soul gauge when attacking. As for her elemental burst, it will deal AoE Geo damage, and if she's aligned with at least 2 non-Geo elements, her burst will heal active characters at set intervals. There will definitely be deeper intricacies with her kit I'll cover in a guide in the future. Now for new content. First off, we'll be getting Act 3 and 4 to the Natlan Archon quest. Then we have a new world boss to farm materials for Xilonen. Then we have 3 new 4-star weapons on the weapon banner. Additionally, they'll be adding Primogem rewards for Natlan exploration that will last for up to 2 updates. This will also apply to the future map releases, which will also last for 2 updates. And probably the best quality of life update in my opinion, if you clear floor 11 and 12 of the Abyss, you will now be able to skip 9 and 10 and immediately claim the rewards. Furthermore, they'll be adding more ways to save your artifact filters for characters, making it easier to find your proper sets. When crafting materials, you'll now be able to see how many you need while crafting, saving a lot of back and forth menu time. There will also be new echoes for Zhongli and Keqing, and new cards for Invocation. Now for who you should pull for. Alright, so now let's talk about what each one of these 5 stars do that make them stand out. Because honestly, all 4 of these characters are really good depending on your account and the teams you have built up. But 2 of them stand out far more in value. Starting with the newest character, Xilonen. So Xilonen is going to be a very strong pick if looking into the future. The whole Night Soul mechanic is going to be very prominent in Natlan, and with Xilonen's passive allowing her to provide her own independent source of Night Soul Burst, she's going to make reaching the caps of these Night Soul Burst mechanics far easier to manage. But also Xilonen is going to be a very versatile character as well, making her value really stand out. Since Xilonen can shred all resistances in any team other than Anemo and Dendro for 15 seconds, she's going to amplify a lot of new and old teams. Not only that, she's an excellent user of the GlitchxCity set, allowing her to also boost the damage of team members as well. Additionally, as a Natlan character, she'll bring a lot of utility to map exploration. Overall, Xilonen is going to be an extremely high value character if you aren't looking to build any Anemo or Dendro teams at the moment. If you're considering Chiori, however, she can be a pretty good addition to your roster as well, but specifically for mono Geo teams since her whole kit revolves around defense and Geo structures. That being said, her strength is also her weakness. She's an incredible off-field damage support for Geo teams, but she also loses half of her value in non-Geo teams, since her summon doll will only summon 2 dolls if you have other Geo structures in your party. As for my recommendation on Chiori, I'd say if you really like her character and the Geo element, pull for her. But if not, I'd choose Xilonen over her since she can benefit both inside and outside of mono Geo teams. Now let's talk about Nahida. I'm pretty sure most of us are very familiar with how strong of a Dendro support Nahida is. She's easily the best Dendro application in the game with her skill Trikarma Purification, allowing her to constantly reapply Dendro and deal damage to all linked enemies when you trigger an elemental reaction. To make things even better, her burst Shrine of Maya coupled with her passive will allow her to buff the on-field character with up to 250 elemental mastery, which is the equivalent to a maxed out artifact and then some, making her not only very valuable in Dendro specific teams like Bloom, Hyperbloom, Burgeon, and Quicken or Aggravate, but also other reaction-based teams as well, like the current Mualani Vape teams. So my personal opinion, if you're looking to build a very strong Dendro reaction team, or you have Mualani, I highly recommend Nahida as your next pickup this patch. Now lastly, we have Hu Tao. I'm going to be honest here, Hu Tao has definitely fallen from the top of the leaderboards after the release of characters like Arlecchino and other recent hyper carries. However, that doesn't make her bad by any means, she's just no longer the best. That being said, her kit is designed in a way that she likes to build HP and balance between life and death by sacrificing health for attack, which can be a lot of fun if you like risky combat. She can also find a lot of value from a 3-star weapon, that being the Black Tassel, for its large HP percent substat. My honest opinion on Hu Tao here is really only pick her up if you really like her character and want a new pyro carry. The other characters have so much value compared to her, it's only worth it if you enjoy her character. So as a quick summary, the 2 most versatile and valuable characters here are going to be Xilonen and Nahida. The deciding factor of which one you choose should be based on whether you want to do a Dendra team or not. If you want to do a Dendra team, take Nahida 100%. However, if you don't care for Dendra teams, Xilonen is an easy pick. As for Hu Tao and Shiori, only pick them up if you really like their characters. Don't get me wrong, they're still good characters, the other two are just that good. Additionally, there were a few events mentioned, but nothing so crazy that I'll waste your time with. There was a mention of a co-op battle event, which could be fun. However, with all that out of the way, please remember to like and subscribe if you found this video helpful, and I wish you all luck with whoever you decide to pull for. Have a wonderful day. Until next time.